And now, the Branson Follies.
Like a melody that haunts you night and day, just like the strain of a haunting refrain. She'll start upon a marathon, run around your brain.
Hi, I'm Jan Daly. I've sung around the world with Bob Hope, done TV shows with Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, and Johnny Carson. I was in Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks, and in 1965 I was Miss California. I'm the mother of a grown-up daughter, and it's nifty to be 60.
You can't escape. She's in your memory. Each morning, night, and noon, she will leave you and then come back again.
Hello there, I'm Mariana. As a performer, I worked with the most famous stars in show business, like the Beatles and Elvis Presley. And it's far from over. Now I'm dancing in the Branson Follies. And if this doesn't get your attention, I almost forgot to mention, I'm 60 years young.
ought to be in pictures. You're wonderful to see. You ought to be in pictures. Oh, what a hit you could be. You ought to shine as brightly as Jupiter and Mars.
Hi, I'm Betsy. I've performed in Atlantic City, Palm Springs, and on cruise ships, and done commercials for Revlon and CBS Sports. I have 37-year-old twin boys. You see, I'm 63.
Stepping out with my baby, it can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right, it's for sure, and not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good, but never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood.
Hi, I'm Lois. I've danced up and down the Las Vegas Strip, worked with wonderful stars like Donald O'Connor and Mickey Rooney. You may call me the Vegas showgirl, but I never did topless. I have 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and I'm 63.
I'm Kit. I've appeared in over 120 TV commercials, plus guest starred on Bewitched, The Danny Kaye Show, and Gunsmoke. I have 1 beautiful daughter, and I still jump and jive at 65.
All the stars out tonight, I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you.
Hello, I'm Sheila from England. At 16, I began my 50-year career in dance, from the London Palladium to the Moulin Rouge in Paris. Movies, musicals, and TV specials. As a dancer, I get my kicks at 66.
Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Let me put my arms about you. I could never live without you. Oh, beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll.
Hi, I'm a local girl. I started at MGM doing musicals. I've sung on the Grand Ole Opry, and I recently retired from a 26-year radio announcing career in Branson. I'm Jessica James, the Lady Outlaw, and it's great to be 68.
The most beautiful girl in the world picks my ties out, eats my candy, drinks my brandy. The most beautiful girl in the world. The most beautiful star in the world isn't God, oh, isn't Dietrich, but a sweet trick.
I was a star of burlesque, billed as the body of a goddess, the walk of a queen, that platinum blonde Joan Arlene, the sex squire girl. Mother, dance teacher, grandmother, look at me, I'm 73.
You gotta see your mama every night, or you don't see mama at all. You gotta kiss your mama, hold her tight, or she won't be there when you call.
Hello, I'm Louise, and my 2 feet are good as new. Traveled the world without missing a beat, got me through NYU. June Taylor Dancers invited them in, danced on TV 5 years. Now they're on a dancing spree,
And I'm 83.
Build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Stand aside, I'm on my way. I got the blues, and up above it's so fair. Shoes, come on and carry me there.
Hi, my name is Ruth Foster. I danced at the famous Palace Theater in New York City. I was with Michael Landon on Bonanza, Highway to Heaven, and 11 years on Little House on the Prairie. I have one son, one grandson, and two great-grandsons. It's great to be alive. I'm 85 and a half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful women of the Branson Follies.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host and master of ceremonies, Mr. John Biner.
Hello, yes, I'm John. I've got 3 daughters and a son, and I'm 101. These talented people will prove to you that life begins at 60. You know, when you're 30, 40, 50, and you're at home and you can't find your keys, someone will say, hey, look in your coat. But then when you're 60, 70, 80, and beyond, you can't find your keys. They'll say, you can't find your keys because you're getting old. Don't listen to them. Nothing's changed. Keys are in your coat. My favorite story comes from Burt Reynolds, who visited a retirement home, saw a lady in a rocking chair, and said, do you know who I am? She said, no, but they'll tell you at the front desk. Now, I brought some of your favorite people with me today. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis are here.
Yeah, we're here, and we're having a wonderful time in Branson with the hills and the lakes and the streams and the nice people and all the shows. Oh, hey, it's one hey. And because this is all about memories, what you're seeing today, I thought my partner Dean could sing a few bars of his famous song, Memories Are Made of This.
How am I going to sing, Jerry? You know the band is out on a break.
You don't need the band, Dean. You can sing Acapulco.
No, I can't do that either. How am I going to do that?
I'll ask the audience to help. Audience, all you have to do to help my partner is sing nice and loud, sweet, sweet, the memories you gave me. Try it.
Sweet, sweet, the memories you gave me. Take one fresh and tender kiss. Add one stolen night of bliss. One man, one wife, one love, through life memories are made of this. Memories are made of this. I think I'll go to the couch.
Well, you did good, thanks.
Now, this act I'm about to introduce is a fantastic dog act. We've all seen dog acts, but this one is fantastic in that it's fast-paced and special because each and every one of these dogs was rescued by their owner, Bob Moore. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Bob Moore and his amazing mongrel. wear the man his hat back, assisted by Betsy. Yes, I'm always reminded of the Ed Sullivan Show when I see that act. I appeared 24 times on the Ed Sullivan Show, and if you see the PBS reruns, you'll see the show where I was doing my impersonation of Ed Sullivan, which he always wanted me to do, introducing my impersonation of Johnny Mathis. Now, Johnny Mathis had been working in real life over at the Copacabana. So, as Ed would, I said, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out a fine singer of songs going to come over here and sing for you. He's working right over here at the Coper. Here's Johnny Mathis. And I started in, chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin. I got about that far, and Ed said, hold it, Biner. I don't say Coper, I say Copa. Now say it right or don't say it at all. 50 million people watching. So I said, now appearing at the Copa. He said, that's more like it. And I said, Cabana. You had to be ready for him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's been said that our generation is the greatest. And I think the luckiest, because we had an entertainer over the years who was just, well, I'll have Ed Wynn tell you more. He was a wonderful entertainer. He could sing, he could dance, he could act, he could tell jokes, and he was a humanitarian. He had hospitals and schools and playgrounds named after, well, there's a road right up here, Memorial, named after, and I'll have Jack Benny tell you more. And he gave away money. Millions to charities around the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's our beautiful Jan Daly to sing special lyrics to his theme as we pay tribute to the one and only Mr. Bob Hope.
Thanks for the memory, decades filled with fun for each and every one. We sing your praise for all the ways the laughter got it done. We thank you so much. Thanks for the memory. We're grateful, dear Bob Hope. Your humor helped us cope. From kings and queens and presidents, from plain folks to the Pope. We thank you so much. Nobody has brought us so much laughter, and nobody has garnered such claim. Here and now and then, forever after, the Bob Hope name shall live in fame. So thanks for the memory. With Crosby and Lamore, your road shows made us roar. The songs you'd sing with Don and Bing just kept us wanting more. We thank you so much. Bob Hope never dreamed when he left his native London as a child and moved to Cleveland, Ohio, that he would one day become the American treasure that he is today. Servicemen from all over the world will always remember Bob every Christmas. He was there for them in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. To paraphrase Winston Churchill, never have so many owed so much to just one man. So thanks for the memory. You graced the Broadway stage when radio was the rage. Your movies and your TV shows always made front page. Your smile was there to cheer us, no matter what the age. And we thank you so much. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Jan. Ladies and gentlemen, you met the beautiful ladies of the Branson Follies. Now I'd like you to meet the handsome gentlemen of the Branson Follies. They're going to tell you a bit about themselves, beginning with Sal. Sal?
Thank you, John. Good evening. My name is Sal Angelica, and I started my dancing career on Broadway. I was in a show with Carol Burnett, and then I went to California and I did her television show. Now, for the past 40 years, I've been performing and, working in Las Vegas with stars and production shows. I'm here now, and I'm very happy to say I'm 65.
Thank you, Sal. And your conductor, Bill.
Thanks, John. My name is Bill Riley, and I've been around a bit. I've done movies and television shows, but mostly Broadway shows. And I've worked with a lot of stars, like we all have, and I've been married to the same girl for 48 years. Thank you. I've got 2 children, 2 grandchildren, and let's see. Oh, yes, I'm 73.
All right. John.
Thanks, John. My name is John Cole. When I was a kid, I saw Fred Astaire tap dance, and he really inspired me. So I got me a pair of shoes and put some taps on them and started tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping. I finally got to Broadway and did some shows there, and then I moved to the West Coast, and I did movies there. And now here I am in Branson. So I guess you'd say on Dancing I Thrive because I'm here and I'm 75.
All right, we're glad you're here too, John. And here's Roy.
Thank you, John. Hey, now wait a minute. Isn't this guy great? Wow, 101? My name is Roy Fitzell. Singing and dancing on stage, in the movies, and on television has been one of the greatest joys of my life ever since I was a little kid, from Hollywood to Broadway and around the world and back. I've also had the pleasure of choreographing and directing many productions, including 7 years as choreographer for the Tony Award-winning Utah Shakespearean Festival. I have 1 gorgeous wife, 4 children and 5 beautiful grandchildren, and I'm back on stage with all these wonderful artists getting more kicks at 76.
All right, excellent. And you're a singer, Jerry.
Hi, I'm Jerry Antes, grew up in Seattle, Washington. That was an era of vaudeville. And the reason I say that is every Friday night, my mother and my sister and I would sit right down there because when the pit came up, my dad was playing the piano. And I learned when I was 8 years old that if you won 5 amateur contests, they put you on the stage for a week. So I was up on the stage as the miniature Fred Astaire, and my dad was in the pit. And that was great memories for me to grow up with. John and I recently did a show called Palm Springs Follies, and I did that show for 11 years. And many years ago, I started a show in Vegas called Ziegfeld Follies. So I'm a Follies man. I have 3 children. I have 2 grandchildren. When they asked me to do the Branson Follies, I said, great. That's because I'm 78.
Jerry. And last but not least, Francois.
Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Francois Szony, and I was born in Budapest. And I've been dancing ever since this height. And I've been dancing and dancing and dancing. And I'm going to dance until I get it right. At 80 years young.
80 years young, watch him go. Excellent. Now, the next time this curtain opens, we'll be honoring the Hollywood Oscars, the Academy Awards, which have been given out since 1928. I've got some Academy Award winners with me this evening. I won't go back to 1928, but in 1931, the winner was
Lionel Barrymore, and I'm from a family of actors. My sister Ethel, my brother John, my nephew John Jr., and now carrying out the tradition, my grandniece Drew. I won my Oscar in 1931 for a picture called A Free Soul, and thanks for listening.
Hi there, I'm James Stewart. You can call me Jimmy. Yeah. And I won my Oscar in 1940 for a picture I did called the Philadelphia Story. Yeah, and I'll see you later. Yeah. Hi there, I'm Cary Grant. I made a multitude of pictures and I never won an Oscar, and I think that's a crying shame. Hello there, I'm Tony Curtis, and I think I'm Cary Grant.
How do they get into the place? I'm Humphrey Bogart, and I won my Oscar in 1951 for the work I did in a picture called The African Queen. I had to put up with a lot making that picture. Leeches and mosquitoes and Katharine Hepburn.
Never mind, Bogey, you didn't have to put up with a thing. I was a perfect lady on that location, and you know it. And I won my Oscar for a picture called A Lion in Winter. I'm not lying, and it's not winter.
And I'm Clark Gable. I won my Oscar for the work I did in a picture called It Happened One Night. And if you've seen that picture, you'll realize nothing happened that night. And I was also in an Academy Award-winning movie called Gone with the Wind. And I shocked the world when I said, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. I shudder to think of what I'd have to say to shock the world today.
Thank you. Now, what you're about to see isn't about actors, it's about the music of the Oscars, the Oscar-winning songs over the years. And in 1942, a gentleman I knew won for Yankee Doodle Dandy, James Cagney, portraying George M. Cohan. So a little help from you.
I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. A Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, and she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Now, Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride the ponies. I am that Yankee Doodle boy.
The music of the Oscars, ladies and
Beautiful music, dangerous rhythm. Beautiful music, beautiful music. Oh, God, you love me with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. It's something daring, a continental, a way of dancing that's really ultra new. It's very subtle, the continental, because it does what you want it to do.
You kiss while you're dancing.
It's continental. It's continental.
You'll find while you're dancing
that there's a rhythm in your heart and soul, a certain rhythm that you can control, and you will do the continental all the time. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why
Then World War II came, and the events of those difficult days influenced Oscar's mood.
The last time I saw Paris, her heart was warm and gay. I heard the laughter of her heart in every street cafe. The last time I saw Paris, her trees were dressed for spring, and lovers walked beneath the trees, and birds found songs to sing. No matter how they change her, I'll remember Paris that way.
It was 1945. The war was over. People were smiling, and so was Oscar.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Everything is satisfaction.
Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway, the hip hooray and ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway.
The rumble of the subway train, the rattle of the taxis, the daffodils who entertain, and Angelos and Maxines. early in the morning. Manhattan babies don't sleep tight until the dawn. Good night, baby. Good night. Let's call it a day. Listen to the lullaby. Listen to the lullaby.
I'm back in the saddle again. I wear a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the rolling chips and wheat. I'm back in the saddle again. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night, where the only law is right. I'm back in the saddle again. Would be tied, I know, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Would be tied, yeah, I go my way. Back in the saddle again.
I'm quick out the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm number one. But my score with a feller is lower than the cellar. No, you can't get a man with a gun.
With a gun, with a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun.
A man's love is mighty. He'll even buy a knife for a gal that he thinks is fun. But they don't buy pajamas for pistol packing mamas.
And you can't shoot a male in the tail like a quail. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. He always sings, swinging music to the cattle as he swings, back and forward in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated.
And there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater. How they run when they hear the fella's gun, because the western folks all know
He's a highfalutin, scootin', shootin' son of a gun from Arizona, ragtime cowboy Joe.
out in Arizona where the bad men are. The only thing to guide you is a next star. The roughest, toughest man by far is ragtime cowboy Joe.
He always sings, swinging music to the cattle as he swings, back and forward in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated.
And there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater. How they run
when they hear the fella's gun, because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, scootin', shootin' son of a gun from Arizona, ragtime cowboy, talking about your cowboy, ragtime cowboy Joe.
Out in the country past the city limit sign, where there's a honky-tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. It's where all the cowboy folk go to boot, scoot, boogie. Yeah, hear the toad, do-si-do. Come on, baby, let's go. Boot, scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back where we can boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, boogie.
Country Western fans and a curtain that won't close. Hi, kids. You just can't say goodbye to these people, can you? There you are. There we are. Fixed it. It's nice. Good. Country Western fans here today? That's great. I'm from the western part of New York City. But I was always a country boy at heart, and I try to tune in those upstate New York radio stations where the DJs would play country western, and I'd hear them saying, here's one going out to all the fellas and gals down the feed store. It's called When You Come Home to Me. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. When you come home to me, I'm gonna set you free when you come home to me. Here's another one going out to all the fellas and gals down the 13th Lake. It's called I'll Never Be the Same. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll never be the same. Since I changed your name, I'll never be the same. We always like to end our show with a religious song. Today it's called You Don't Need a Rocket to Get to Heaven. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But I loved them. I loved all of them. Learned to impersonate some of my favorites like Hank Williams. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep. That's as far as I go with that. You're encouraging me. Slim Whitman had the high yodel with the Indian love call. Ooh, when I'm calling you. Not bad for New York, I'll tell you. Well, I went up to 76 the other night, had a little nightcap on the way home. Little pub there, and two guys standing at the bar. One said to the bartender, "Bartender, I'd like another scotch and water." Guy next to him said, "Scotch and water? I recognize the accent. Where you from?" "I'm from Dublin." "Dublin? I'm from Dublin myself. What part?" "Kildare." "Kildare's with a lot, with a small well." Just then the phone rang. Bartender picked up the phone. He said, "Hi, boss. No, it's kind of slow tonight. The Kelly twins are here, and they're drunk again." People say funny things without realizing it. Driving up here from Florida, I get just outside of Little Rock, hear a funny noise in the engine. Strange noise. Wasn't there before, like ding, 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 ding. So I pull in the gas station. Guy comes out. He says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I've got this funny noise in the engine." He says, "Well, start it up. Let me hear it." So I ring, ding, 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 ding. He says, "Race it. Don't be afraid to race it." I ring, ding, 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 ding. Ease off. Dunk, 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 dunk. He says, "Pop the hood." So I pop the hood. He lifts up the hood. He looks in. He says, "Start it up." Ring, ding, 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 ding. "Race it. Don't be afraid to race it." Ring, ding, 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 ding. Ease off. Dunk, 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 dunk. Closes the hood. Comes over to the window and says, "I know what it is." I said, "What is it?" "You got something hidden against something in there." A big help. Then he told me something else was a great help. He said, "What is this?" I said, "It's a Lincoln." He says, "Yeah, they'll do that." He says, "How far are you going?" I say, "Branson." He says, "Doesn't sound that serious. You can make it." So I get on the road again, trusting the man. Now it gets so loud I can hardly hear the radio. It's like dunk, 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 like that. Pulled in another place. Guy comes out. He says, "What's up?" I said, "I got something hidden against something in there." He says, "Oh, you're a mechanic?" There's no help out there, I'm telling you. It's not easy growing up in Manhattan, I'm telling you. For a kid, it was tough. It was tough. Because everybody's in a big hurry. Big hurry in New York. Yeah, and kids get in the way, and you can't say anything to adults because you're brought up to respect your elders. So my brother and I, my older brother Mike, we used to talk around the house in this kind of voice.
Well, I'll tell you, we talk like this. "How you doing, Mike? Oh, fine, how are you?"
We get on crowded elevators, and the guy'd say, "What floor, please?" We go, 7. Everybody turned around, you know. But we found it was a great weapon to use against rude people. Like one night, my parents called, said they couldn't get home, make dinner, take some money out of the cookie jar, find a restaurant. So we did. We went into the restaurant, and we knew right away we were going to have a little trouble with the waiter because he gave us this. He says, "You two alone, you kids? Come on down here. Come on down here. Don't look at the other people's food. Just come right on down here. Don't touch anything. Just come right. Get in the booth. We don't have all day. What do you want?" They had that kind of attitude. Threw the menu down. "Come on, hurry up. What do you want?" Mike was ready for him. He opened his menu and he said,
"Let me see. What do I want to eat?" Get your pencil ready. I'd like the hamburger, french fried potatoes, and the Coca-Cola.
Guy didn't know whether to laugh or cry. You know? Caught him off guard. He turned to me and said, "You?"
I'll have the same thing.
He wasn't the same after that. I left somebody out of the Oscars. Left John Wayne out. John Wayne, always a big fan of John Wayne. He won for True Grit with the patch and the Glenn Campbell. And since I'm a fan, when American Movie Channel had John Wayne Week, different John Wayne movie on every night, I was right there. I was there Monday, I was there Tuesday. By Wednesday, I realized it's the same movie. Different names for the characters, but basically the same idea. And he had like his friends in the movies all the time with him, like Walter Brennan, okay? So I tune in Monday, it's an Air Force movie, Wings Over Fuselage, something like that. I don't remember exactly the title, but it's a big B-29, and John Wayne puts the plane on automatic pilot, and he comes back to check out the crew halfway through the picture. Walter Brennan says, "Boy, sure I'm glad to see you, Captain." "Well, what seems to be the trouble, Sergeant?" "Well, you know, we hit them clouds back there, and we got bounced around pretty bad back here, and the tail gunner's banged up something awful, and I don't know what to do." "Well, patch him up the best you can, and put him in a parachute, and get him out of here." Skip over Tuesday, go to Wednesday. It's a Navy movie, Away All Boats, something like that. Same thing, halfway through the picture. John Wayne comes back and check things out. It's a little rough at sea. "Well, sure I'm glad to see you, Captain." "Well, what seems to be the trouble, Chief Petty Officer?" "Well, you know, we hit them waves back there. We all got bounced around pretty bad back here, and fell in the boiler rooms, banged up real bad. I don't know what to do." "Well, patch him up the best you can, and put him in a lifeboat, and get him out of here." All right, we go to the end of the week. It's Wagons West. Cavalry escorting wagons to California. Here comes the Duke. "Well, I sure am glad to see you, Captain." "Well, what seems to be the trouble, Wagon Master?" "You know, them folks in wagon number 7, the Brown family, well, they hit some rocks back there. They all got bounced up, and they hit the crossbar of the wagon, and they all banged up something awful. I don't know what to do." "Well, hell, it's Friday. You ought to know what to do with them by now." The Duke, we miss him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show to introduce our very, very special guest stars. We're about to have another production number. When those curtains open, we'll be paying tribute, once again, to the music of the 40s, the last time we had music in this country. Beautiful music. And, you know, the latest stuff. My kids listen to heavy metal. You know, it's a rock lobster, you know, stuff like that. But I didn't mind that. But rap was just, I don't understand it, and I don't want to. And I feel sorry for the young people getting married these days when they leave the church and they go to the reception and go up to the band leader and they say, "Play our favorite tune, We Have the First Dance." "Get in the car with the candy bar, 'cause you're going far," you know. That's theirs for the rest of their lives. But the 40s had some great music, the big band sound, and some of the crooners that came out of the 40s, like Frank Sinatra. "Come fly with me, let's fly away." And Bing Crosby, "Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me." And Vaughn Monroe, "Racing with the moon, high up in the midnight blue, till I overtake the moon and you." And Frankie Lane, "To spend one night with you in our old rendezvous and reminisce with you, that's my desire." Yeah. And one of the most romantic singers to come out of the 40s, Jiminy Cricket. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. The music of the 40s, ladies and gentlemen.
Finding a date was impossible. The pickings were mighty slim.
They're either too young or too old. They're either too gray or too grassy green. The pickings are poor and the crop is lean.
What's good is in the army, what's left will never harm me.
They're either too old or too young. So darling, you'll never get stung.
Tomorrow I'll go hiking with Daddy, go scout a mess. I get a call from Grandpa for a snappy game of chess.
We are finding it easy to stay good as gold. I've looked the world over and lo and behold, they're either too young or too old.
A good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Just when you're thinking he's your pal, you look for him, you find him fooling around some other gal, and then you rave, you even crave to see him laying in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Hug him every morning, kiss him every night. Give him plenty loving, baby. Treat him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find. Oh yeah.
Yes, the big loser in World War II was love itself. Our husbands, wives, and boyfriends were left alone and looking for their loved ones on both sides of the Atlantic and Pacific. To help ease the pain of being alone, one movie song came along and expressed what everyone seemed to be feeling better than any other. Bogey never said it, but I will. Play it again, Sam. Moonlight and love song, never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Thank you. World War II was the most important event of the 20th century. Our armed forces, men and women, gave their lives so that all of us can enjoy the freedom we now have in the U.S. I bet there are a few people here today that participated in that monumental event, not to mention Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and Iraq. Are there any Navy and Coast Guard veterans? Please stand and take the salute. And what about the Air Force? My dad was an Air Force pilot. Please stand and take the salute. And we couldn't have done without the United States Marine Corps. Any Marines out there? Please stand and take the salute. To the shores of Tripoli. And let's not forget the fighting forces of the United States Army. Please stand and take the salute.
Over hill, over dale, as we hit the dusty trail, as the caissons go rolling along.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, the ocean, right
City.